think about this for a second. Lil Wayne, headlined Super Bowl in New Orleans. How badly do you want to hear those words?
Just as bad as I wanted to see my name at the top of that list when I was that whatever age it was, and I would bust into the office and get that Billboard magazine.
You know, you ain't got baby money, you spending baby money. Is there an issue?
Not with me, but I don't know how he feeling, but we just doing what we do, you know? We ain't tripping, we spending baby money.
I created this. I'm the that made these rich.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some serious hip-hop drama. In a shocking turn of events, Birdman is not holding back after Jay-Z fires Lil Wayne. We're talking about loyalty, betrayal, and some fiery responses that you won't want to miss. So grab your snacks and let's break down what this means for the rap game and the artists involved. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. The buzz about Kendrick Lamar headlining the next Super Bowl halftime show is still going strong. And now Birdman has turned up the heat. He's openly calling out Jay-Z and even threatening to reveal some shady stuff about Roc Nation. But what is Birdman actually talking about? And does he really have a shot at going against Jay and Roc Nation? Alright, let's dive into one of hip-hop's most famous rivalries between Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Birdman. For years, it felt like they were always trying to one-up each other, whether it was just for fun or something more serious. People couldn't stop talking about it. We all know Jay-Z isn't just famous for his legendary lyrics. He's always seen himself as the king of rap. Then Lil Wayne came along, who grew up looking up to Jay, but eventually decided he wanted that top spot for himself. Wayne made it clear he was aiming for the crown, especially after Jay-Z talked about retiring following the Black Album. Wayne saw his chance and even rapped over Jay's tracks on his Prefix mixtape in 2004, making sure the world knew he was coming for the throne.
I don't give a about what other did before me. They didn't plant the seed of the hustle. We Southern, we created this.
By 2005, after dropping his hit, The Carter II, and the track Best Rapper Alive, people started wondering, was Wayne really after Jay's title? It sure seemed like it. Even though Wayne was still giving Jay his respect in public, his confidence was at an all-time high.
Wayne was damn near saying he was Rockefeller, and then it just went left.
The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I felt it was only right to call him. I called them out of respect, like, yo, I was talking to Wayne, just letting you know, boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference, and it just all went from.
Things got even more interesting when Jay-Z asked Wayne to feature on Destiny's Child's track Soldier in 2006, which was a huge stamp of approval. But behind the scenes, Jay was also trying to sign Wayne to Def Jam. However, Wayne stayed loyal to Birdman and Cash Money, turning down the offer to stick with his crew and focus on building his own Young Money empire. By 2006, the dynamic between Jay and Wayne had taken another turn. With the release of Jay's album Kingdom Come, speculation arose about whether he was subtly dissing Wayne, particularly in tracks like Trouble, where he repeatedly used the term Lil in response. Wayne made it clear in a Complex interview that he wasn't impressed with Jay's savior of rap persona. He stated emphatically that if Jay aimed to reclaim his crown, he'd first need to contend with Weezy. Wayne boldly declared, "I'm better than you." By 2007, the rivalry heated up further as Jay took more jabs at Wayne on T.I.'s Watch What You Say to Me. This marked a turning point in their back and forth. Despite the tension, the two surprised fans by collaborating on Hello Brooklyn 2.0 from Jay's American Gangster album, leaving everyone puzzled. Wayne maintained the momentum by remixing Jay's Show Me What You Got, delivering such fiery verses that many fans claim Weezy stole the spotlight from Jay on his own song.
If he's that confident, I give him a little glimpse. It's crazy. I give him a little glimpse. Check that out, man. Cut it out. Knock it off.
Just when it seemed like things were about to heat up again, Jay and Wayne started showing each other a lot of respect. In 2008, Jay even called Wayne my heir on the track Mr. Carter from The Carter III, cementing their mutual admiration. But Birdman couldn't let things stay calm for long. In 2009, he stirred things up by claiming Wayne was the best rapper alive, throwing shade at Jay-Z during an interview with Tropical TV. He said, "I don't think Jay-Z is the #1 MC in any way. Wayne's the best. He does the most and makes the most money. If you're not making the most money or doing the most lyrically, how can you be the best? Come on, man." No one can mess with Wayne. Being number one without the money doesn't mean anything. This kicked off even more drama, especially when Jay-Z fired back on HAM with his famous baby money line, making it clear that Birdman's cash couldn't compete with his. Wayne responded on It's Good, jokingly threatening to kidnap Beyoncé in 2012. He also took another jab at Jay during a Young Money pre-Grammys party, rapping, "I asked her what she wanna watch. She said surely not the throne." But even with all the disses, things never got too serious. Jay later replied on La Familia, warning that no one should mess with his family. The beef never escalated beyond their lyrics, and Wayne even called Jay-Z the GOAT later on. Over the years, both have downplayed any real tension between them. The recent controversy surrounding Kendrick Lamar being chosen to headline the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show has brought back the old drama between Birdman and Jay-Z. Birdman is now openly threatening to expose Jay and Roc Nation. As many of you know, there's been quite a stir about Kendrick performing at the upcoming halftime show in New Orleans, the home of one of the biggest rap labels ever, Cash Money Records. This comes after Nicki Minaj took jabs at Jay and Roc Nation while defending Lil Wayne.
What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos.
Birdman wrote on X, shaking my effing head. These P's, Nicki, Drake, Lil Wayne, YMCMB. I'm gonna make these respect us on Gladys. Hating is for real. But how is Birdman planning to get Jay-Z and Roc Nation to respect him and his team? Does he have some dirt on them that he's threatening to reveal? Well, word on the street is that Roc Nation has been up to some shady dealings behind the scenes for years, and it seems Birdman has some insider info about it. Recently, there's been plenty of chatter about Jay-Z's close relationship with Roc Nation's Desiree Perez. The same woman Nicki Minaj recently called out, accusing her of using dirty tactics to undermine any artist who gets in Roc Nation's way. Following recent drama between her and Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki reposted Roc Nation's ad promoting Megan's diss track, Hiss, and wrote, "Spending so much money, but she's the lil broke independent artist. Desiree, you got to let it go, baby. The world knows she's an A and can't rap. Stop effing trying to make fetch happen. I just put out a song with no promo, no video. It's already number 2.
I don't horses. I said it's 700 horses when we fixing to leave, but I don't horses since Christopher Reeves.
But Nicki didn't stop there. She later came for Desiree again, threatening to expose her for allegedly unlawfully firing her employees. Nicki wrote, "On the next song, I delve into all the people Desiree allegedly fired for unknown reasons. Other things as well. So many people were blindsided and hurt by her. Allegedly, she's willing to go broke to try to replace me. Fix it, Jesus." But who is Desiree Perez really? What do Nicki and Birdman know about her that the public hasn't found out yet? There isn't much personal information available about her, but here's what we do know. She grew up in the Bronx, born to Cuban immigrant parents, and began her music career in the mid-90s as a part-time assistant manager at a New York nightclub. It was during this time that she started making connections with local artists and eventually met Jay-Z. They crossed paths when Jay performed at one of her clubs, and since then, they've been close. In 2008, Jay-Z founded Roc Nation after leaving his first label, Rockefeller. The following year, Desiree joined the team as Chief Operating Officer. By 2019, Jay made a significant announcement. Desiree was promoted to CEO of Roc Nation. As reported by Variety, she now oversees all 14 branches of Roc Nation, which includes music management, publishing, their sports agency, and various business ventures. After taking on the role of CEO, Desiree didn't just focus on running the label. She also served as the executive producer for 4 Super Bowl halftime shows from 2021 to 2024. According to Desiree herself, her role encompasses everything from developing strategies for Roc Nation artists to managing PR crisis. But those details only scratch the surface of who she is and what she does at Roc Nation. Let's dive into the real reason the internet is calling her Jay-Z's Griselda Blanco.
Alright, remember when Jay-Z said this?
I think we passed kneeling.
Let me play it again. This time look at the reaction of the lady sat just behind him. The reason why she's worried about how Jay would respond is because she's the CEO of Roc Nation, but in her former life, she was a federal informant.
Why is Desiree being compared to one of history's most notorious drug lords? While she may not have reached Griselda's level of infamy, Desiree was arrested in 1994 for possession of 35 kilos and conspiracy to distribute. Court records uncovered by the New York Daily News reveals she was part of an illegal substance ring that spanned from New York to Florida and Puerto Rico. Rumor has it that Desiree wasn't in the drug game alone. Her husband Juan OG Perez was allegedly right there by her side. Jay-Z and OG Juan go way back. They first connected in the mid-90s and launched the 40/40 Club together. A few years later, Jay appointed OG Juan as the president of Roc Nation Sports. But things get even more intriguing here. According to some insiders, OG Juan was working with Jay long before they opened the club, or he received that Roc Nation title. Let's just say the business they were involved in wasn't exactly corporate. Big Ross, a former associate of the infamous Harlem drug lord Rich Porter, shared some insights about Jay's friendship with OG Juan and the kind of business they were running.
And my relationship with you, you know, on the Rich Porter side of things, wouldn't allow me to do it, and plus I don't own the content.
Right.
So I sent it to you. I said, yo, it's something disturbing.
On here.
In this clip I'm about to send you, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
But I gotta send it to you before it really hit the internet
and you
like that.
definitely did.
Now let's return to Desiree. You might be curious about what happened after she was caught with all those kilos. Her indictment was serious. She was linked to the cartel and some major kingpins. But here's the twist. According to a report by Variety, Desiree received only 5 years of probation. And you can guess why. She agreed to cooperate with the U.S. Attorney's Office and became an informant. Rumor has it she was fully committed, even wearing wires. A source that has since disappeared from the internet claimed that Desiree took her role as a snitch very seriously. A 2014 article from the New York Daily News revealed that a court hearing on June 11, 1996, indicated the feds were pleased with their star informant. The defendant has really worked closely with these agents. Assistant U.S. Attorney Lawrence Bartfield told a judge that day, arguing to keep Perez out of jail, right after the news broke that Jay-Z had hired an FBI informant and placed her in a top position at Roc Nation. Dame Dash appeared on Sway in the Morning. When Sway brought up the situation with Jay and Desiree, Dame didn't hold back, saying it was the first time Jay's actions really scared him. He pointed out that many of his friends and business partners, including Rockefeller co-founder Kareem Biggs Burke, faced serious scrutiny from the feds. So for Jay to hire a federal informant clearly didn't sit well with Dame. Dame wasn't the only one giving Jay-Z the side-eye for working with a government informant. Remember the whole Tekashi 69 situation? The hip-hop community branded him as a snitch after he testified against his own crew, revealing that several of his friends were gang members. By cooperating with the feds, Tekashi went from facing decades in prison to only getting 2 years and then house arrest, partly because of his asthma during the pandemic.
She's a executive at Roc Nation, but then you go saying, yo, listen, we don't with rats. Your executive is a rat. So you pick and choose? Because if you don't want to be around rats completely, you're with a rat right there. She cooperated for the DEA.
Now, whether you're a fan of Tekashi or not, the hypocrisy here is hard to ignore. Roc Nation artists were publicly calling out Tekashi for snitching while simultaneously posing with their own informant, Desiree Perez. One of the most vocal critics was Meek Mill, who went off on Tekashi, stating, "Hope that rat going to live to apologize to the people he told on or the victim. Y'all forgot fast that a rat killed Nipsey. He wasn't supposed to be on the streets. That's the only thing I must say because he's dead. Left his baby mom and child like a coward as targets."
Listen, you was put on by Nicki Minaj. And you rolling with rats now, but you know what? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody is gonna be like, yo, nobody's gonna expose this. You're with a rat every day. You're with a rat.
Sure, that's cute and all, but here's the kicker. In 2019, Desiree Perez was actually photographed walking Meek Mill into court to help secure his deal and get his charges dropped. So, while Meek is fine with having a known informant like Desiree assist him, he's also demanding an apology from Tekashi for snitching. And by the way, Tekashi himself highlighted this hypocrisy, calling out Meek for using a former FBI informant's services while criticizing him for doing the same.
You're with a rat. Your prison reform, your bail reform is with a rat. Oh no, she wasn't street. She was selling kilos of cocaine. You don't want nobody to know? It's right here. Let me show you. Desiree Perez and Meek Mill. Desiree and Perez and Meek Mill walking out the courtroom. Desiree, Perez, and Jay-Z, right?
Fast forward a few months after Tekashi called out Meek for working with Desiree, and news broke that Desiree was among 143 people pardoned or had their sentences commuted by none other than Donald Trump just before he left office. At the time, Desiree released a statement regarding her pardon saying, "I'm grateful to have received a pardon and have formally closed that chapter of my life in the eyes of the law. I have taken full accountability for my mistakes from 25 years ago, but I also take tremendous pride in my personal growth, perseverance, and accomplishments since then. This pardon reinforces my lifelong commitment to advocate for criminal justice reform and social justice initiatives." Things get even messier from here. According to Variety, Desiree likely secured that pardon thanks to a lawyer and CNN correspondent, Van Jones, who was represented by Roc Nation Management. Van Jones struck that deal with Roc Nation back in 2017, which is why Jay-Z chose him for that infamous interview where he admitted to cheating on Beyoncé. You know, the one where Jay praised Bey for her strength in staying with a cheater?
That's a level of strength really on both sides. I mean, if the shoe had been on the other foot, you know, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, you know, man, is the strongest woman I know.
Anyway, after Desiree got that pardon from Trump, her snitching past came back to bite her, and a bunch of industry folks started calling out both Meek Mill and Jay-Z. They pointed out how ironic it is that this all went down while they were out here fighting for prison reform. Now, Meek stayed quiet about the whole thing, which was expected because, of course, they made sure he wasn't allowed to comment on his boss's informant's past. But other industry voices didn't hold back. One of them was Tory Lanez's dad, who went off on Jay-Z and Roc Nation after Tory got hit with a 10-year sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Right outside the courthouse, Tory's dad blasted Desiree, straight up calling her a snitch and suggesting Roc Nation had a hand in Tory's downfall. Now Desiree might have officially cleaned up her record, but let's be real, nobody's forgetting how she made it to the top. And word on the street is that Nicki Minaj and Birdman are gearing up to spill all the tea on Desiree and Jay-Z's shady moves behind the scenes. But here's the thing. Fans are saying Birdman might not be the best one to speak on it, considering he's got plenty of skeletons in his own closet.
Affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way. Y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate.
Plus, it's kind of funny he's trying to defend Lil Wayne now, when we all remember how he left Wayne high and dry with the IRS drama. Ironically, it was Jay-Z who helped Wayne cover that $4 million tax debt. Now fans are saying that even if these rumors about Desiree and Roc Nation's dirty dealings are true, Birdman doesn't really stand a chance going up against Jay-Z. One fan said, "Getting at Jay-Z is like getting at the president. Good luck with that, Birdman." And someone else added, "The funny thing is, Birdman is from New Orleans, but what he won't be able to do is, Jay-Z's word is final." So what do you all think about Birdman threatening Jay? You think Birdman's just bitter because Jay's got more pull in the industry? Let me know in the comments, and stick around for this next video. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Stay tuned.